Hello friends, family, and followers. We are going to start our provisioning for the boat. We're planning on leaving in a couple of days. Tomorrow the truck is sold, so that's our last form of transportation except for this boat and the dinghy, of course. Hopefully we'll be provisioning in such a way that we won't need a lot when we get to the islands, except for all that fabulous fish and lobster we plan to catch. So the first thing we have to do is start with cleaning out this refrigerator. As you can tell, there's some gunk that gets down there, and this plate gets frozen, so we need to defrost that before we fill it back up. It's a great refrigerator and freezer, and we love it. One of the things we discovered was how to get the water out of the refrigerator. Sometimes it's difficult to drain, and we struggled until we finally realized underneath the sink there was a pump here. So we switched the seacock over. If this were left open, then it would pump seawater into the sink with this manual foot pump. But this right here, when you switch it to this side, it actually pumps out with the same foot pump all the water out of the refrigerator. We were thrilled when we finally figured out that one. We struggled with how to get the water out, and it was a aha moment when we finally figured it out. A little bit of white vinegar on a boat goes a long way. It helps to cut mold down that could be growing. It helps to freshen up things, and it's a non-chemical. Yay! Now it is time to start putting away all of these things that need to be put away. So many groceries, so much food. Hopefully it will be food that we will be happy that we bought. It won't go to waste. One of the best things that we have purchased is a vac and seal. We take and vacuum our meat and buy it in bulk and then put it into serving sizes for the two of us, and then we seal it, get rid of all the cardboard and extra packaging. It stores a lot easier down in the refrigerator freezer. It takes a lot less space. The one that I have is called Gourmet. I think I bought it on Amazon. It was not that expensive. The rolls of plastic come in handy because you can cut it to the exact size you want. So if this is the size, then I just seal the end of it. So one of the things our friends Annie and Philip of the website and YouTube channel Have When We'll Travel, dear friends of ours, told us about some provisioning, so we sent a shout out to them. And also Annie has a new article coming out in November issue of Sail magazine. Make sure you check it out. Got some great information on provisioning for a boat or long cruise. And one thing she talked about was spam. And yes, we found $9 spam when we were in the Bahamas, but we decided that spam was probably not going to be on our list of provisioning. So now we have a whole bunch of meat all vacuumed and sealed. This is not going to be for our whole stay in the Bahamas, but at least it gets us started. Then I take these grocery bags and I put each type of meat inside a grocery bag. So when I put it down in the refrigerator, or freezer section I should say, when I pull out a bag, it has all the same type of meat rather than trying to shuffle through it and figure out what we're going to eat that night. These are some of the things that we got for provisioning. We got a lot of almond milk so that it doesn't have to be refrigerated. It could be used for cereal or baking. Stuff to make some little sweets for us every now and then. Plenty of peanut butter. Oh my gosh, Italian dressing. We marinate just about everything with it. A lot of sauces. Of course, we got extra spices because we just didn't know how we were going to be able to get our hands on spices in the island. So we wanted to make sure we brought our own. And don't forget things like pouches of food and bread that doesn't get smashed and it lasts for a long time. So that's good for our pantry. We are going to put it in black garbage bags like this and put it down into the bilge. I'll let you know how that turns out. We were told to make sure that we seal any kind of bread or pasta items inside a lock container that can lock down, because little bugs tend to get in it, especially if you're traveling, cruising for a while. It doesn't matter what boat, but we've heard that that's what you have to do. And we're also going to make sure we get rid of all of these boxes, because boxes tend to carry bug eggs and we don't want to carry them on board. So we'll remove all of these items that are inside a box and take them out and then store them without the boxes. Wow, when I opened up this compartment, which is under a seat cushion in the salon, I realized that there was another floor inside his, which led to another bilge area. Now, it's kind of dirty down there, but that certainly gives me a whole lot of space to store a lot of these items. Woohoo! Fruits are going to be hard to transport if they can't stay cool, so we decided to buy no sugar added, and of course we removed all of the cartons because, again, cardboard gotta go. And then we have all of our fruits labeled, so anytime we want some fruit, and this girl needs her fruit. Yes, she does. So the last thing I'm going to do for our provisioning and getting our boat ready for cruising life is to take all these vegetables, which normally would have to be chilled to be kept longer, and I'm going to cut them up and then seal them in my little packages. I'm going to do some bell pepper and some onion and some celery and different seasonings that I may not always have access to. I have finished putting together our seasoning. The holy trinity of Louisiana cooking is onion, celery, and bell pepper. So you gotta have some of that so we can do our Louisiana cooking even when we're cruising. One of our favorite ways to cook on the boat is in this fabulous pressure cooker. It cooks everything in a short amount of time. We run the generator, or we're hooked into shore power. 20 minutes, we have a complete meal made. Because the pressure makes it cook faster, and it's so delicious. Thanks to my daughter Desiree and her husband Mac for giving us the great Christmas present. Well, we have finished the provisioning, and I guess since this is our first time provisioning, we will find out very soon whether we were successful and did a good job of planning. No, didn't buy any Spam. Don't plan on it, but I'm not judging. No judgment here, those who eat Spam. We'll keep you posted on how our travels are coming along, and be in the Bahamas in just a few short weeks. So don't forget to subscribe and follow us, and stay tuned for more cruising. We're babies at it, but we're learning along the way. Thank you for watching. Subscribe. You know you want to.